Okay, it's the morning after the night before, i.e. England versus Russia, and oh my goodness, we're on even more recovery now, aren't we?
It's certainly been an emotional roller coaster. Last night's result was 1-1. It shouldn't have been.
Oh my goodness, no.
It should have been a relatively comfortable win, judging by the way the play went, but I guess that's football. Sometimes you don't always get the result that you deserve. I thought England deserved a lot more, but unfortunately 1-1 was all we got.
Yeah, and for a team that dominated so much, England came out stores pretty quickly against Russia yesterday, and we just thought that a goal was imminent because they were far more attacking. Their ball control was a lot better than the other night. Their two wing backs got to the byline, were crossing balls, and we thought any time now a goal's going to be scored. And I think deep into the first half, after about half an hour, 35 minutes, Russia scored quite fortuitously, ball bouncing in the area, nobody got a hold of it, and England found themselves again 1-0 down, and it seemed to knock the wind out of them a bit, didn't it?
Yeah, completely. Up until that point, like you said, England were getting forward, their fullbacks were rushing forward, we created plenty of chances, hit the post once, there's quite a few other near misses as well. But then the Russia goal, which came out of nothing, possibly even their first chance on goal, maybe.
Yeah.
They might have had a chance at shot off target prior to that, but you could count the Russia chances in the entire game on one hand. And for them to score a goal like that was, again, like I said, it just took stuffing out the England players. It probably brought back memories of the Spain last-minute goal in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But I mean, suppose credit to England really. They sort of kept plugging away right through to the into extra time in after 90 minutes. So they got their equaliser eventually. Like I said, they deserved a lot more. I think in the second half, Ellen White had a couple of good chances. Tony Duggan hit the bar.
Yeah.
There was always something happening for England, but it's like we were getting 90% of the way there, but we couldn't find that last 10% to convert all those chances, unfortunately.
Yeah, and they got their goal sort of with literally a few minutes to spare, Tony Duggan. We were all shouting for a penalty. It hit one of the Russian players' hands, crossed by Kelly Smith, and Tony Duggan put it away anyway.
Missed that bit, unfortunately. I was busy screaming for the penalty. And then the ball hit the back of the net, and oh gosh, yeah.
And but again, it was too little, too late, and the second half, England sort of were kind of labouring to get that equaliser, and the longer it went, the longer you just wondered where the goal was coming from. So anyway, 1-1, and we're still coming to terms with that scoreline. But for England, what it means now with France beating Spain 1-0 last night, definitely they've got to win anyway, just to stand a chance of qualifying. And I think the best they can hope for is to be finishing in a good third place, because two teams go from each group. And there's three groups, and then I think the best qualifier from one of the groups, the best two qualifiers, will go through. So it's going to be tough because it's France, and France for me looked quite, sturdy last night.
I think they looked, like I say, they looked steady. They didn't look invincible.
No.
They seem to have a couple of strong players at the back, and physically strong players who are probably going to pose a lot of challenge for the England forwards to get past them. Mathematically, it's still possible for England to go through as a second-place team. What England needs to do is to beat France, which they need to do regardless whether they want to go through as a second place, third place, or however they want to qualify. If England do get the 3 points and Russia are to beat Spain somehow, then England will go through in second place. But looking at the way Russia played, they couldn't probably score another goal even if they tried.
Yeah.
But the alternative is, I suppose, a Spain draw with Russia. England, depending on goal difference, could go through as a second place team. But let's say chances are it'll probably be as a third place side. So a win is a must now. We've got to beat France, preferably by as many goals as possible. But certainly just to get a win, even if it is by one goal, a win is a win, and that should hopefully give us enough points to scrape through as a third place qualifier.
Yeah, absolutely. So we will be providing commentary of that and our analysis back in England, because this is our last day in Linköping. and it's been a great time, hasn't it?
It's been fantastic. It's been a lovely city.
We don't want to go back.
No, not at all, not at all. Although with the price of everything here, it's probably best that we do go back.
We're broke.
It's been an expensive trip, but it's been a pleasant trip. It's been a lovely city. You know, the people around here are very friendly. We found a good bar which gave me a couple of free drinks last night. Yeah. And we've met quite a few England fans whilst we've been out here as well, and it's been a real sort of positive atmosphere. So yeah, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, so we'll be staying with the rest of the championships through till the 28th, but we will be providing our match analysis from English soil. So we'll see you in the next game.